Good evening. You know what? I started recording twice, thinking I was recording, and I just pressed take photo. Oh, it's been a long week. It's Friday, yay! It's the weekend. Well, it is for some of us. Some of us work on the weekend. I've had to clip me fringe back. It needs cutting, but I'm not due to go to the hairdresser till a week of Saturday, so I'll have to wait. It's alright, isn't it? So I'm washing up, I'm doing the dishes. Does anyone else stockpile the dishes throughout the day? So just, I mean, saves on the electricity as well, and every penny counts, doesn't it? And is it the electricity? No, it's the gas, isn't it? If you've got a combi, but if you've got an immersion heater, then it's the electricity, isn't it? But do people still have immersion heaters? I think they do, don't they, sometimes? So welcome back. If you're joining me for the first time, I'm Janine, I'm 54, and over the past, say, 14 months I've been looking at what I eat, how I eat it, and just taking a look at a healthier lifestyle, but still having treats, your hard treats, and trying to follow the 80-20 rule, which is eating good 80% of the time and 20% of the time just being a bit more relaxed about it. So tonight, if you remember yesterday, if you did watch, excuse me for that video if you watched it, because I tell you what, it was a debacle, wasn't it? I said, didn't I, that I couldn't do the editing. I was trying on Adobe and I just couldn't get my head around it. So I found on my phone a movie maker and I thought, yeah, go ahead. So anyway, I could add the 3 videos together, but I couldn't work out how to splice it, is it, or chop it. So let's have a little drink here, hold on. So I just couldn't do it, and I thought, you know what, this is me, warts and all. If you know me, you know who I am. So hopefully if you come along on this journey, if we go on the journey, then you'll get to know me. And yeah, it's the way I am. So I'm proud of who I am. So it was a little bit mishmash, but I explained in the video, didn't I? So there you go, guys, there you go. So last night I did the beans with the egg, didn't I, with the spices. So beans and the tomato with the egg with the spices in it, and I'd said that I'd have half left for tonight because it's 2 servings, not of the egg obviously. So it got me thinking cap on today, and I thought, what can I do with it? And what I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to do salmon with it. So I watched a lady who, she's got the Mowgli restaurants, she's got 25, she's a lovely lady, I can't remember her name, but that's just me. And she was talking about salmon, and she said if you put turmeric on it and marinate it, then it gives it some legs. So I was saying, wasn't I, the turmeric's very good for you. I should know why it is, but I just know it is. So it's not, you know, it's one of them things. But it is, any spice is good for you, isn't it? All stuff like that. It's a plant, so it's got to be good for you, hasn't it? So that's what I'm going to do tonight, and I'm going to show you a little bit of me shopping and a little haul that I got from the charity shop. So stick with me. I'm going to pause now because I've got wet hands, and I'm going to get all my stuff out and I might show you the charity haul first and my little bit of shopping, what I got. So stick with me and bear with. Right, let me press the right button, not the stop, the pause. So before I show you these things, I'll tell you a little tale. Abigail, my daughter, was born on Valentine's Day. So for her birthday, I made her a basket. You know them baskets that you can get and you put the cellophane on the top, and I put it all, you know, all pamper stuff in it. And I got her it was pink, because obviously around Valentine's Day you can get everything pink, can't you? So I got that, and I got pink socks with hearts on. It was all very lovely. And I got her, she wanted some Lego. Have you seen them Lego flowers that you can make anyway? And then I got her I got it off eBay cheaper than I would from the Lego shop. So always have a look on eBay. And then, excuse me guys, just 1 minute, and you just get a tissue. And I got a Lego vase. You don't build that, but it had Lego shapes on it, and I got her this little cart, Lego cart with flowers on that you build. So because I'd made the basket with the cellophane wrap in it, I put it all in a black bin bag and I gave it to her. And normally I'd say to her, just remember you've got that black bin bag with the stuff in, because I'm a bit of a mother hen. And I thought, no Janine, stop suffocating her, she'll remember. Anyway, a partner rang me, Tom, on the couple of days after, and he said to me that there'd been a bit of a disaster. She'd gone to the tip to take some black bin bags full of rubbish for my great niece Millie, and forgot that she had the black bin bag in the car, so she then put the black bin bag full of presents in the tip. So Tom said she, you know, was distraught, which she would be, wouldn't she? And obviously I didn't have any more money left to replace them then and there. Tom then got her the flower set again so she could have that for her birthday, and to be fair, she didn't know what was in the box because what was in the bag because she hadn't looked in it. So just 1 minute, CC's up to no good, bear with me. Honestly, it's like having a child sometimes. So anyway, my Jordan came, he was home, that Jordan's my son, he came, and he came the week after, and we were talking about it, and he said, oh mum, he said she just jumped up off the chair, Abigail, and then ran out into the back, and then ran back in and said, me bag, the black bin bag. So consequently, it was all gone. There was nothing we could do about it. That's life, isn't it? And she's over it now. However, I wanted to replace at least the basket this month, and then maybe next month buy the vase, and then the month after the little the flower stand. So this is what I got her today. Bear with me and I'll get it. So it's not the same, but it's nice, isn't it? So I made it myself. So she said to me the other day she can't find her sunglasses. So I've got that case with sunglasses in. They were pre-Marnie. The case was £4, sunglasses were £4. These are the sunglasses. They're nice, aren't they? I've got a pair for myself. Obviously we won't wear them at the same time. Well, we could be twinnies, we don't mind that. And then 2 little bows, because she likes her bows in her hair. That little clip for her hair, and then these socks. Now them socks I'd got for the other package, and I didn't think I'd get them again. I got them in Poundland, and I did, so I was made up. And then just like a little selection. See there, some more socks. I know she likes that deodorant, that Superdrug. They're on offer 2 for £4. And then the rest basically Poundland. If you've got a what's it called, a Perks card, so that should have been £2. That's a body butter, it's a dupe, and it was £1. And then that pen, she likes a pen, who doesn't like a pen? So I've got her that, she's coming tomorrow, she doesn't know I've got her. Some lip balms, just 3, so she can have like one for the car, 1 in the kitchen, and 1 in a handbag. You can never have too many lip balms, can you? So it's nice, isn't it? So I know she'll be made up with that, and I'm made up with it. So yeah, so nice little surprise for her tomorrow. And as I say, she didn't see the other one. So what you've not seen, I'm not taking away from the fact she was upset, because she was, but what you've not seen, you're not going to miss. So that's that, bear with me. And then I got her this little teddy from the charity shop that I'm going to give to our Thomas. I know he's only 6 months old, but I'll give it to him and I'll say, Thomas has got something for you, and she'll like that. So that's nice, isn't it? What else did I get? Oh, hold on, just let me pause. That teddy bear was £1, bargain. And then I got this ball for our Thomas, and it shakes. Look, I get most of his toys from the charity shop and Vinted, so it's a really good way to get stuff, you know, if you're on a budget, and there's nothing wrong with that, and he'll love that. So that was that. And then I got these. So this was £2. Look at that. How nice is that? I don't think it's ever been more. So £2 for that. That'll be nice. Little summer top as we're coming into spring. So it's made up with that. And then they all need a wash, like, but this is lovely. This is River Island. Look at the sleeves on that. So that'll be dead nice on, won't it? £2. £2. And then this was on the pound rail. Which, can you see it? Oh, lovely is that. I love that type of stuff. Do you know, the little house on the prairie stuff. So, they were my bargains for today. So I got myself a pair of brown sunglasses as well. I always like a couple of pairs for the summer. £4 each, you know. So they're nice, aren't they? From Pre-Marnie. And then bought myself a little clip. You can never have too many clips. That was £1 in Home Bargain. Some batteries from Poundland, you can't beat them. Got myself a little pen, because I love pens. And some pear soap, because you can't beat a bit of pear soap. So that was my little haul for today. I hope you like that. And I'm going to crack on and do the salmon with the beans with the tomato sauce and the spices. It's not going to take me long now. So this will be the first time I've done this salmon. So I don't know how it's going to turn out, but come with me and we'll have a go at it and see how it works. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. As I say, if you don't try, you're not going to know, are you? And that's what life's all about, isn't it? Having a go. So I'm going to get all my bits together and get myself sorted, and then I'll come back to you. Alright guys. Now I don't know whether you remember what I said last night about that frying pan, didn't I? You're not supposed to, well, you don't, you shouldn't need to use oil in it. However, I could have a go, couldn't I? I'm going to put a bit of this, it's called rice bran oil. Where did we get that? I think it was Sainsbury's. It's got source of natural vitamin E, plant sterols, good for cholesterol, light flavour and no cholesterol in it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a bit of that on the actual salmon, I think. I don't know what to do. Right, let me show you the salmon, hold on. So I've just had it coated in the turmeric for about 2 hours. I am going to put a bit of oil on, I think, because that'd be quite dry in the pan, wouldn't it? So I will. I'm going to put a little bit of oil in on it. Bear with me. I'm going to heat the pan for the 2 minutes like I normally do, and then put some oil in and take it from there. Bear with me. Oh yeah, and if you like this pen, if you have quite a few, it was in Poundland, that was £1. Nice little Easter present for someone, isn't it? You know, it makes a little difference from, because all you see is Easter eggs, but they've got a good selection of stuff in Poundland. It just, everyone loves a good pen. And if you like pink, then you quid in. But they had other colours. They had green, blue. Well, I think they're just obviously a blue pen. I haven't tried it, to be fair, but they're nice for a quid. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to brush some oil on there. Get it in focus, Janine. I've got hold of my camera because it's just dropped off my tripod. I thought I'd do this without actually fluffing up, but no, it wasn't to be, guys. It wasn't to be. So I'm going to turn that over. Need 3 hands. And then just do that, like that. I've got about 10 ml in there. 10 ml of that oil. I'll do the ready reckoner at the end for you. So I'm gonna put it in the pan. I'm gonna try and lift it and put it in the pan. There you go. So that's in there. It's on a low. Just leave that for a little minute. So there's my beans from last night. So just put them in the fridge overnight. I did. They might have a bit of egg in them, but that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just come back to you. I'm going to let that just cook off for a bit and brown it off, the salmon, like that. And then once it's browned off on that side, I'll flip it over and brown it off again. And then I'll remove that from the pan And then what I'll do then is just have a seat, have a little pew, rest me feet. I'll put the beans in, heat them through on a low heat. Might have to add a little bit of water, but that's absolutely fine. Loads of taste in them beans, so that's not going to make a difference. And then once they've sort of heated through on a low heat, I'll put the salmon back in, and then I'll put my lid back on. I'll show you that. And then that'll just steam out. Well, that's the plan anyway, so let's see, guys. Let's see what happens. But just going to go back to it now, so I'm going to pause you. And it hasn't stuck, which is good, isn't it? So I'm going to turn this now. If it wants to turn, that is. Yeah. So can you see? Just browned off nicely, hasn't it? So leave that a little bit longer. Just want to cook the outside. Outside's crispy. And then nice just to have a bit of colour on, isn't it? I mean, the turmeric's a nice colour, isn't it? So, and then it just gives it a bit of colour. If you were, say, frying it and you weren't using the beans, you could put it in the oven and not steam it, couldn't you? And it'd stay crispy. But that's how I'm going to do it now. So bear with me, guys. So I think that's had enough now. So I'm going to lift it out. As I say, it's going to steam in the actual pan when I put the beans in. There's my last night's beans gone in. I didn't rinse the pan or anything. I just left that bit of turmeric in the bottom. So just leave them to cook out a bit and heat through. They're just on a gentle heat then, very low heat, the lowest you can go. And that's on a big ring, see? So they're just going to heat through gently, and then what I'm going to do is, once they've heated through, I'm going to pop that salmon back in and put the lid on and just let it steam out. And then we'll see whether it turns out or whether it doesn't. So, but we can only try, can't we? So yeah. So, bear with me, back to it. Right, sorry guys, my food processor's just come, so I'm going to have to add a little bit of water to that because I left it. Right, so that's about ready now. I've added a bit of water. I had to answer the door. The post came late. That was the post, that lady come to deliver it. So I'm going to pick that up, and that's going to go in there like that, like so. And then I'm just going to pop the lid on. We'll see how it turns out. So we'll leave that a little while and see how it turns out. So yeah, my food process has come, but I'm not going to unpack that tonight. I'll have a look at that tomorrow. There's no rush, is there? So just getting back to the charity shops and Vinted and all that. I like to look for a label. I'm not because I'm a snob, because I'm not. I shop in charity shops because it gives me a high that I've got something that I've got it for really cheap, a good label. Do you get me? I got a River Island skirt in River Island and it was, I think, what did I get it reduced to? I think it was about 15 quid from, it's gorgeous, I'll show you one day, from about 40-50 pounds, and I was buzzing. I just love stuff like that. So yeah, it's just good, isn't it, to go and get something that you know you're getting a bargain. I love a bargain. I absolutely love a bargain. And because I've lost a lot of weight, obviously, I think it was about a size 20 when I started, I've had to go down in dress sizes, and I've always shopped in charity shops all my life, so that's been no different to me. But it's nice to go in there and see something. I've had some lovely like pleather pants and got like a check skirt the other week, but this one I went in today. It's I've not been in before, and it was, everything was like £2 or £1, so it was made up. Anyway, I'm gonna let that cook out for a bit. So I've just cut the salmon in half. I'd say that was on for about 6 minutes, but it depends how you like your salmon, doesn't it? I like mine quite well done, but I'll show you now, bear with me. Excuse. So, let me see. It's cooked, isn't it? Yeah, that's cooked. So I'm going to switch that off now. And I'm going to dish up. So there it is, guys. Now while that cools down, I'm going to do the Ready Reckoner on, you know, how much fiber's in that today, because as I said this morning when I did my breakfast meal, we were looking at fibre. You don't have to look at anything if you don't want to, but we were looking at fibre, weren't we? So bear with. So, oh, I'm a bit low there, aren't I? Bear with me. Just don't want this to ping off again, this tripod. It's a bit temperamental. So, I put, it was about 120 grams of salmon, just by eye. I got that salmon in Aldi in the frozen section. I've had it in the freezer for a while. So I'm just having a guess on that, just by looking at it. And then again, we had the half of the beans with tomatoes with the spices in, didn't we? I had that left from last night, so that's what I did. So in total for that dinner it's 326 calories. You could put something else with it, couldn't you? You know, you could have a salad with it or anything you wanted. You know, that's just what I fancy tonight, but you could have anything with it. You could have a bit of crusty bread with it if you wanted to, that'd be nice, but that's not what I fancy. So the fat is 6.2 in total, carbohydrates 24.6, and the protein is a whacking great 40.3, and then the fibre is 13.6. So if we look at today, what my total is of fibre, today in fibre I've had 26.1 grams. Now I think they say 30 a day. It's hard to get 30, I tell you. But what I'll do off me rolling total for the week on my NutriCheck. So at the moment, I'm standing at, so it's rolling, so it'll be up to Friday, from Friday prior to Friday, Thursday prior to Friday today. You get what I mean? It's 30 grams, so I've hit 100%. So do you know what? Some days I don't. So I do find that fibre is one of the hardest things to get into my diet. I do try, and I think that's why, let's put that back there, guys. That's why some weeks I try and focus on my fibre. You know, it is. So as I say, you can't, I always think, when I first started I was like, well, I need this, I need that, and then if I was trying to get protein, I couldn't get carbs, and if I was trying to get carbs, I couldn't get enough protein. I thought, oh, this is burning me head out, this. So I thought, right, I'm gonna not tie myself in knots about it, but just each week maybe do a little focus on something. But if I don't hit it, I don't hit it. It's real life, isn't it? So I'm gonna do a taste test now. Bear with me, it should have cooled down by now. Right, let's see if it's any good. Hot. It would be if I just cooked it, wouldn't it? People would be worried if it was cold. So let's just see if the salmon's got legs. I'd say it's the same, guys. Does the turmeric taste any different? No, but I'd still put it on because turmeric's good for you. It is nice though. And do you know what? Since I've started doing this, I used to be a bugger for my sweets, my chocolates, you know, and just constantly craving. Now, I had a very poor diet, I did. I was trying to diet all my life and it didn't work for me, all the low fat. Now, because I eat 3 meals a day, and I'll have a bit of supper, my little treat, I told you, my chocolate bar or something like that, I feel satiated, so I don't get them cravings, and my body tells me when I'm hungry. I feel it, you know. It's like your brain talks to you when you sort of sit in the right lane and eat the right things. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope you've enjoyed my little show and tell. And have a lovely weekend. And look after yourself. Be kind to yourself and love yourself, won't you? Alright, take care. Mwah. Bye bye. Bye bye.